slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, baseball fans. You're here on Yankees, The Ugly Truth with Ken. And I'm going to be calling tonight's series opener of the Toronto Blue Jays facing off against the New York Yankees here in the Bronx. And we are just about 5 minutes before first pitch. So I'm going to start by going over this evening's lineup. Leading off for the Blue Jays playing center field is going to be Bateman. Hitting in the 2-hole, playing right field is Nathan Lucas. In the 3-hole is going to be catcher Alejandro Kirk. Cleaning up, DHing is going to be Jesus Sanchez. In the 5-hole is going to be shortstop Ernie Clement. At third base in the 6-hole is going to be Katsuma Okamoto. In the 7-hole is going to be first baseman Brandon Valenzuela. At second base will be McAdoo. And bringing up the rear and playing left field is going to be Miles Straw. On the bump is going to be Mason Fluharty for the Blue Jays. For the New York Yankees, leading off playing first base is going to be Paul Goldschmidt. Hitting in the 2-hole is going to be third baseman Ahmed Rosario. In left field, hitting in the 3-hole is going to be Helmut Ramos. DHing and hitting cleanup is going to be Big Ben Rice. In the 5-hole is going to be George Lombard Jr. playing shortstop. In the 6-hole will be center fielder Trent Grisham. In the 7-hole will be right fielder Spencer Jones. In the 8-hole is going to be second baseman Jose Caballero. And behind the dish is going to be Ali Sanchez. And on the bump for the Yankees this evening is going to be Cam Schlittler. And that is your lineup for today's game. And I'm going to give a shout out to some of the folks who have chimed in here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. Let's start with Margaret, Natalie, Yanks for Life, Jonathan, Roberto Rivera, Nancy, Kaz, John the Beagle Dad, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, Robert. Thank you all for showing up in our stream this evening. It is most appreciated. We have an opening poll. The Yankees' nemesis, the Blue Jays, are in town. Will Cam be able to shut them down in the opener? Your answers are yes, without a doubt. No, the Jays have Cam's number. And not sure, but hopeful. So if you haven't, please drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, we strive for 30 likes in each of our play-by-plays. We are currently at 11, so we're 19 away from that goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 873 subscribers, 2 away from our next milestone of the big 875. So if you like live play-by-plays, well, I'm here to call them for you. If you like shorts, well, I drop them. Matter of fact, I dropped one this afternoon. If you haven't checked it out, head on over and let me know what you think. And if you like live open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, I host those too. So if these things appeal to you, then please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. And as far as Yankee news is concerned, Ryan McMahon has been put on the 10-day IL with a uh, sprained thumb. The corresponding roster move was Max Schumann was recalled to the major league rosters. Tonight's game for the Blue Jays is going to be a bullpen. Mason Fluharty is leading off for him, and he is a 3-pitch bullpen arm, period. So it looks like Schumann is not in the stadium yet, but he should be there by first pitch. So I think the keys for tonight's game, Cam has to employ his breaking pitches. This team has forced him out of the game with high pitch counts early because they keep fouling balls off. So he's got to do something to keep them off the fastball. And welcome, John. Appreciate you hopping in the stream. And today, we should have a full slate of baseball games. And earlier this afternoon, the Brewers played the Braves and beat them 2-1. In the top of the second, the Cardinals are leaving the Phillies 2-0. And at 7:05, our game is going to get underway. 7:10 will be the Nationals and the Marlins, Giants and the Red Sox. 7:15, the Rays are visiting the Orioles. And those are the immediate games in our future, and I'll keep you up to date on the scoreboard. The one thing that I do not want to see tonight is freaking Alejandro Kirk beat us. So, how are we feeling about tonight's baseball game? Hey, James, welcome to the stream. You actually made it before first pitch. No fishing today? And the home plate and the umpires are at home plate doing their last powwow before game starts. Right now in the standings, the Yankees are 4 games behind the Blue Jays and 4.5 against the Red Sox. Looking at the weather report for this weekend, I do not think we're going to have any problems with rain, so we should be able to call all 3 games with no big delays. Tomorrow's game is going to be at 1:30 in the afternoon, and Sunday's game will be at 1:30 also. So I will be here for all 3 games. Hey, Jumbo. Welcome to the stream. And Cam Slitler is heading out to the mound to start the last of his warm-ups before first pitch. As you know, Cam has had a little bit of a hard time with the Blue Jays. They tend to foul a lot of his pitches off and get his pitch count up early. After the valiant effort of Ryan Yarbrough last night, going 3 innings, facing 9 hitters, and taking us through the rest of the game after Cole's fantastic start, he basically reset our bullpen. So our leverage people will be available tonight if needed. I'd like to see it where the Yankees bats come out and power through, and we don't need a closer to end the game. Hey, Nancy, what do you know? How was the eggplant? And heading to the plate is Bateman. So we're about to get this one underway. Bateman is a new Blue Jay acquisition. He was traded by the Cubs to the Blue Jays in the Kevin Gausman trade. And Schlittler sets. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is 1-0. Bateman's hitting .271 on the season, no home runs, 4 RBIs, and a .626 OPS. And Cam sets and fires. That pitch is inside. It's a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. And as usual in Yankee Stadium, they're holding roll call. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Adam Beck is our home plate umpire, 7 seasons in the major league, and he is considered a hitter-friendly umpire. Pitch is on the way, and this is slapped to the left side past Rosario and Lombard for a base hit. So Bateman is going to have a leadoff hit for the Blue Jays. Coming up to bat is Nathan Lucas. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way. This is grounded to Caballero. Caballero takes it himself and fires to Goldie at first for the 4-3 double play. And nice easy ground ball, 2 away. Coming up to bat is the Yankee killer Alejandro Kirk. And the first pitch is on the way, and that fastball is up high. Count is 1-0. Kirk is hitting .282 on the season, 7 home runs, 27 RBIs, and a .788 OPS. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way. And that ball is called strike 1, but it is definitely high. And looks like that one is being challenged by Kirk. And it is overturned. Blue Jays return both challenges. Count is 2-0 on Kirk. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the cutter is off the plate. That is 3-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high for ball 4. So he walks Kirk on 4 pitches. Coming up to bat is Jesus Sanchez. And Sanchez is in the box. Schlittler sets, pitches on the way, and this is chopped over the head of Goldschmidt for a single. Kirk is going to stop at second. Blue Jays have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Ernie Clement. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Clement is hitting .285 on the season. Idaho runs 43 RBIs at a .758 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and the cutter paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the cutter is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is chopped to Schlittler. Schlittler fields it cleanly, sets in, fires. That one bounces into the dirt. Nice scoop by Goldie for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays. They're going to leave a pair of runners on base. Coming up to bat for the Yankees is going to be leadoff hitter Paul Goldschmidt, Ahmed Rosario, and Heliot Ramos. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. And I want to thank Mitch Kotsky from the Hardcore Sports Network. They are currently simulcasting our live play-by-play, getting the word out there for even more viewers. So thanks, Mitch. Most appreciated, brother. And today we have an active poll. There are 17 votes in that poll. So if you haven't, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted, and drop your vote. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, our goal for every live play-by-play has been 30 likes. Currently, we are at 15, so we're halfway there in the first inning. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And let's take a look at our scoreboard. Well. The Phillies have gotten this game tied up. They're 2-2 in the bottom of the second. As you know, we're heading to the bottom of the first. No score in our game. In the top of the first, there is no score in the Nationals-Marlins game. Bottom of the first, there is no score in the Giants-Red Sox game. In the top of the first, there is no score in the Rays versus the O's. And the Mets and White Sox are currently in a rain delay. So that is your active scoreboard at this time. As I said earlier, Mason Fluharty is on the bump. And the first pitch is on the way, and Goldie skies this one to center field. Bateman is heading back and is just short of the warning track for the first out. 1 pitch and 1 out. You know how much I freaking love those. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Abed. Rosario's hit 226 on the season, 10 home runs, 28 RBIs, and a 693 OPS. Fluharty sets, fires, and that cutter is up high. Count is 3-0. Hey, Ronald. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate for ball 4. So that's going to be a 4-pitch watch to balls to Ahmed Rosario. So as he strips his crap off and heads to first base, coming up to bat is Heliot Ramos. Ramos in last night's game against the O's got his first RBI as a Yankee. So let's hope that lights the candle and gets him hot. Ramos was brought to this team as and it looks like Rosario is being pinch run for by Jazz Chisholm. First pitch to Ramos is a cutter up high. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and Ramos swings and misses at the sweeper. Count is 1-1. Ramos is hitting .243 with 9 home runs. And Fluharty sets. Nope. Rosario is not hurt. They figure that Fluharty's only going to pitch 1 inning. Next pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to third base. Okamoto fires to second. Relay to first is not in time. So the Yankees are going to have 2 outs. He beat it. Well, I'll tell you what, Ramos was legging it out of the box. That's why he made it. And coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. It is an opener game. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, hitting .251, 34 homers, 80 RBIs, and an 876 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-0. In Fluharty's repertoire, he has a cutter, a sweeper, and a changeup. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and that cutter is down low. Count is 3-0 on Rice. And the pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1 on Big Ben. And Fluharty sets, fires, and that pitch is down low for ball 4. So Rice works a walk. Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And it looks like Schneider, that jackass, is coming out to pull the chalks on Fluharty. George Lombard Jr. is coming up to bat. So the young prospect is going to come up with 2 outs, runner at first and second. Well, well, well. Looks like Spencer Arrighetti is coming in to replace Fluharty. And I guess I'll just hit it once since he wasn't really in long enough. So, of those of you that are out there, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 19 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, we strive for 30 likes in every live play-by-play. We're currently at 17, so we're 13 away from making that goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. So do we think that the young prospect is going to be able to come through and plate a run for us tonight in this 2-out situation with a runner in scoring position? Arrighetti was a starter, but has been pitching out of the bullpen. He came over from the Astros. Arrighetti has a bad habit of walking hitters. So if the young lad has patience, he should see a good pitch to drive. Lombard is hitting .292 on the season, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and a .789 OPS. And Arrighetti sets and fires, and that curveball is in there for call. Strike one. That came in at 78 miles an hour. This is Arrighetti's debut as a Blue Jay. Arrighetti sets and fires, and that ball is slapped straight back to the screen. Count is 0-2. Fastball was 93.3 miles per hour. And Arrighetti sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Lombard swings at a ball off the plate for strike 3. So the Yankees are going to have a corresponding leaving runners at first and second. And this is the 20th game that the Yankees have not scored a runner in the first inning. All right, Kaz, you say we have a new subscriber? I'm not seeing it, brother. It shows 873 on my board. However, since we're talking about new subscribers, if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, you like live play-by-plays, well, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, well, I drop them almost every day. That's short videos and even sometimes my shorts. And if you like open panels where you can talk baseball, invited up to the panel, well, I sponsor those too. My last open panel was Monday on the Yankees off day. And it looks like Chisholm is going to remain in the game at second base. And Carlos Caballero Jose Caballero will be moving over to third base. So if these things appeal to you, then please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. If you're watching on your TV, there is a QR code in your upper left-hand corner. All you have to do is take your camera out or your cell phone out, put it in camera mode, swipe it in front of the QR code. It'll take you straight to my YouTube page. All you have to do is hit subscribe, and you are a member of Yankees The Ugly Truth family. I would ask that if you do that, that you hit notifications so that you know when we're live and not Memorex. Every time I drop a short, you'll be told. Every time I go live, you'll be told. Best of both worlds. And Schlittler sets. Okamoto is up to bat, and the first pitch is up high. Count is 1-0. And Schlittler sets, pitches on the way, and that cutter is down low. Count is 2-0. Okamoto is hitting .230 on the season, 26 home runs, 74 RBIs, and a .742 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker paints the top of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. And Schlittler sets, pitches sky to left field. Ramos is coming in on it and is going to make the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Valenzuela. All right. New short is at 800. I think that one dropped at like 3 o'clock. And the pitch is on the way. This is line to right field. Spencer Jones takes a couple of steps back, and he makes the play for the second out. 1 pitch and 1 out. Coming up to bat is McAdoo. And the pitch is on the way. That is grounded to Lombard. Lombard backhands it and fires across the diamond for the third out. So that is a 4-pitch inning for Cam. And that was quick. So that is a 1-2-3 inning for Cam. Coming up to bat is Grisham, Jones, and Caballero. All righty, let's take a look at our scoreboard and see if there are any updates. In the bottom of the third, the Phillies have taken a 3-2 lead on the Cardinals. As you know, heading to the bottom of the second, there is no score in our game. In the top of the second, there is no score in the Nationals and Marlins game. Same thing with the Giants and the Red Sox. In the top of the second, the Rays and Orioles are locked up at 1 apiece, and the Mets and White Sox are in a rain delay. Calling Jacob Bell. Why are you calling him? Is he the new good luck piece? And Trent Grisham is stepping up to the plate. Oh, all right. You want a chat buddy? Bellinger did a rehab start yesterday. He went 1 for 3 in last night's game, and he is playing in his second rehab start. He is 0 for 1 on the night and struck out in his first plate appearance. Arrighetti sets and fires, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Grisham. That one came in at 95 or 94 miles an hour. Trent Grisham is hitting .225 on the season, 17 home runs, 54 RBIs, and a .758 OPS. And the curveball is on the way, and that paints the bottom portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Arrighetti sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is up high. Count is 2-1 on Trent. And Arrighetti sets, fires, and that cutter is up high. Count is now 3-1 on Grisham. And as I mentioned earlier, this is something that Arrighetti has struggled with throughout his major league career, is high number of walks. And it looks like the catcher is challenging the call, and that missed by almost 3 inches. And they're going to lose their first challenge. Arrighetti sets and fires, and that sinker paints the inside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 3-2. And Arrighetti sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a curveball off the plate for ball 4. So Grisham is going to work a walk to start the second inning off. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones. Hey, Brandon, welcome to the stream. How you doing, brother? And Arrighetti sets. First pitch is on the way, and Jones fouls that one off. Count is 0-1. Jones is hitting .227 on the season, 6 home runs, 19 RBIs, and a .712 OPS. And the pitch is on the way. The curveball is down low, and Grisham takes off, and he is not even going to have a throw. He is going to steal second base. So the Yankees have a runner at second with nobody out. Arrighetti sets and fires, and that Curveball misses outside. Count is 2-1 on Jones. Arrighetti sets and fires, and Jones hammers this one down the line. And it's a fair ball. That is a 2-run blast down the line. And they're going to challenge this one. That's Jones's 7th home run of the season. Went 395 feet at 108.8 miles an hour. So, if this stands, the Yankees have a 2-0 lead. There's not really a great. After the review, the call on the field stands. That is a 2-run homer by Spencer Jones. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. I couldn't tell when the ball went off the bat. I think he hit the damn thing over the foul pole. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. First pitch is on the way. Arrighetti fires, and that fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Caballero is hitting .239 on the season, 12 home runs, 43 RBIs, and a .681 OPS. Don't think that Cabby was convinced that was a strike, but he did not challenge. Arrighetti sets and fires, and the next pitch is on the way. The sweeper's down low. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is sky to center field. Bateman is on the run, and he is going to make the play just short of the warning track for the first out. And the pitch is on the way. The fastball is off the plate to Sanchez. Count is 1-0. So Arrighetti's first walk comes back to haunt him. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Sanchez is hitting .262 on the season, 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and a .637 OPS. And you know what? Spencer Jones is in my fantasy lineup today. So, yeehaw. And Arrighetti sets and fires. Sanchez swings and misses at the curveball. Count is 1-2. And Arrighetti sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is low and off the plate. Count is 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Sanchez swings and misses at the sinker. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is our leadoff hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie is 0 for 1. He drove one all the way to the warning track in his first at bat. And Arrighetti sets. Pitch is on the way. The curveball paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Arrighetti sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Arrighetti sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the second, but not before they plate 2 runs on a 2-run homer by Spencer Jones. Coming up to bat for the Blue Jays in the top of the third is going to be Miles Straw, Bateman, and Nathan Lucas. 9-1-2. I'm going to step away from the mic for just to have a click. Need to grab myself a drink out of the fridge. I will be right back. Well. Let's see what Cam Schlittler brings out to the bottom portion of this line. Actually, bottom/top of the lineup. So, for those of you that are out there, we have 20 votes in our active poll. So, if you haven't, please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted and drop a vote in our poll. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we strive for 30 likes in each of our play-by-plays. We are currently at 20, so we are 10 away from hitting that goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like and share the channel out. I want to thank everybody for hopping into this Friday evening stream. Appreciate y'all's support. So the serial optimists out there, how are we feeling about the game thus far? And Schlittler sets. The first pitch is on the way, and the cutter misses just high. Count is 1-0. Straw is hitting .215 on the season, 3 home runs. Next pitch is on the way, and that sinker is in there for call. Strike 1. He has 21 home runs and a .595 93 OPS. And Cam sets. Next pitcher is on the way, and that sinker is down low. Count is 2-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and that cutter is down low. Count is now 3-1 on Straw. Come on, dude. He's your 9-hole hitter, and he's hitting like doo-doo. Throw strikes. And Schlittler sets, fires, and that pitch is up high. So that's going to be a walk. Leadoff walk. Coming up to bat is Bateman. He is 1 for 1 on the night. And Bateman shows bunt. The pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way. The curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets. Fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way. This is bounce to Lombard. Does not have a play at second. He fires to Goldschmidt at first for the first out. So Straw is going to advance to second. So there is a runner at second with one out. Coming up to bat is Nathan Lucas. What are you talking about, Kaz? The first baseman for the Astros is Christian Walker. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is way up high. Count is 1-0. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the fastball is, or the cutter is up high. Count is 2-0. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 3-0 on Lucas. As Schlittler sets, it fires. That fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1. Schlittler checks on the runner. Pitch is on the way. This is sky to left field. Ramos is tracking it and is going to make the play for the second out. Runner is going to hold at second. And coming up to bat is the pain in the bobo, Alejandro Kirk. He does not have an official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance, and the first pitch is a curveball off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Kirk. So that's 5 straight balls that he has seen. And Schlittler sets. Pitches on the way, and that fastball is up high. Count is 2-0. And it looks like, Kirk Sanchez is coming out to talk to Schlittler. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is down low. Count is 3-0. So Kirk has seen 7 pitches. All of them are balls. Schlittler sets and fires, and the cutter patches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1. Next pitch is all the way, and the curveball paints the inside corner for strike 2. Count is now full, 3-2. Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is a sinker way off the plate. That is ball 4. So that is Schlittler's 3rd walk of the game. Coming up to bat is Jesus Sanchez. He singled in his first plate appearance. 1-4-1. Blue Jays have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And Schlittler sets and fires. That 100-mile-an-hour fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball misses just high. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets and fires. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays to end the inning. They are going to leave 2 runners on base. 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 2 runners on Coming up to bat is, and that was Schlittler's first strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the third is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Elliot Ramos, and Ben Rice. 1, 2, 3, and actually 2, 3, 4. And we hope to see more. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Hey, Jason, welcome to the stream. Jones does do it again. He is certainly making a case to not be sent down when Bellinger comes back, and I don't think that he should be sent down. So we have 22 votes in our active poll. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Drop your vote, let your voice be heard, and let your vote be counted. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we strive for 30 likes. We're currently at 22, so we are 8 away from making that goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. My math skills are sort of jacked up for this moment for some unapparent reason. And let's take a look at our Major League scoreboard and see what's going around across the league. In the bottom of the fifth, the Phillies have a 3-2 lead on the Cardinals. As you know, head into the bottom of the three, Yankees have a 2-0 lead on the Jays. Bottom of the third, there is no score in the Nationals Marlins. In the top of the third, the Giants have a 1-0 lead on the Red Sox. Let's go Giants. And in the top of the third, the Rays have a 3-2 lead on the Orioles. Mets and White Sox are still in a rain delay. Jazz pinch rant, and this is his first at-bat against Arrighetti. He's hitting .216 on the season, 17 home runs. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-1. That was a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, so he is certainly not blowing people away with his velocity. And Arrighetti sets and fires. That pitch is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-1. Arrighetti sets and fires, and this is fly to left field. Miles Straw is drifting, and he is going to make the play in middle left field for the first out. Coming up to bat is Elliot Ramos. And something is up with Alejandro Kirk. All right, 975. That's not bad. So, Jason, how's movie night going for the girls? And Arrighetti sets. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball paints the top of the strike zone. For call, strike 2. Count is 2-2 on Ramos. Arrighetti sets and fires. This pitch is skied to right field. Lucas is coming in, and he is going to make the play in shallow right field for the second out. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice. He does not have official plate appearance. He walked in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way. And this is sky to center field. Bateman is tracking and coming in for the third out. So another damn one pitch and one out. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the third. Coming up in the top of the fourth is going to be Clement, Okamoto, and Valenzuela. Jason, I would love to see a 10 spot. I'd love to see a 10 spot tonight. So, guys and gals out there in the internet, how are we feeling about this evening's game? You think that the Yankees are going to tack more on? How do you like Cam's pitching? So, Jason, how's the movie night going for the girls? All right, so far so good. As we head to the top of the fourth, the Yankees do lead the Blue Jays 2-0 on a 2-run home run by Spencer Jones. That accounts for all the scoring this evening. Coming up to bat is Clement, Okamoto, and Valenzuela. I don't blame you. And Schlittler sets. The first pitch is on the way. The cutter is up high. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is a four-seamer up high. Count is 2-0. Clement is 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. Schlittler sets and fires. That cutter is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. And Cam sets and fires, and the sinker paints the top of the strike zone. Count is 2-2. Interesting stats on Schlittler tonight. He has 1 strikeout and 3 walks. So hoping to see a change in that trend. Next pitch is on the way, and Clement skies this one to right field. Spencer Jones is coming in, and that is just going to make the stands. Count remains 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Clement lines this one into center field. It's going to bounce in front of Grisham for a leadoff single. Coming up to bat is Okamoto, 0 for 1 on the night. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Okamoto is 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout. Next pitch is on the way, and the curve is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Schlittler sets and fires. The curveball bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way. The fastball is up high. Count is 2-2. That fastball was 96 miles an hour, so that's the slowest fastball he's thrown tonight. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2. And Schlittler sets, fires. The curveball is in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the pitch is fouled into the stands. Count remains 3-2. That was the 7th pitch of the at-bat, so as we head to the 8th. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into left field in front of Ramos. So the Blue Jays are going to have runners at first and second with nobody out. And that is the 2nd straight high fastball that has been hammered solid. Coming up to bat is Brandon Valenzuela. 0 for 1 on the day. Hey, Donnie, welcome to the stream. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and this is bounce to Goldschmidt. He is going to take it himself. Runners are going to advance to second and third. So there are runners at second and third with 1 out. Coming up to bat is McAdoo. McAdoo is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. Infield is played back. First pitch is on the way, and that is a swing and a miss on a 98 mile an hour or 99 mile an hour fastball. Slitler sets and fires, and McAdoo fouls this one down the right field side. Count is 0-2. And Slitler sets, checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul tipped into the glove of Wells for strike 3. Or Sanchez, excuse me. So that is his second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Miles Straw. He has not had an official plate appearance. He walked in his first at-bat. Slitler sets and fires, and this ball is skied over the dugout. Foul. Count is 0-1. And Slitler sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Slitler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sinker is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Kaz, Donnie Clark is also an Air Force vet. Slitler sets and fires, and the four-seamer is way off the plate. Count is 2-2. And Slitler sets, checks on the runner at second, fires, and that fastball is just up high. Count is now 3-2. And Schlittler sets and fires. That ball is fouled straight back. Count remains 3-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at-bat. And as mentioned before, they foul a lot of pitches off on Schlittler, and he is now at 70 pitches in the top of the fourth with 2 outs. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count remains 3-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a pop out to George Lombard Jr. right behind second base. And that is the third out of the day, or inning. And Cam works around trouble. So as we head to the bottom of the fourth, coming up to bat is George Lombard Jr., Trent Grisham, and Spencer Jones. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 23 votes. So if you haven't, let your voice be heard and your vote be counted, and drop your vote in our poll. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we strive for 30 likes in each live play-by-play. We're currently at 24, so we're 6 away from our goal of 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 873 subscribers, just too short of our next milestone of 875. Ultimately, we want 1,000 subs for the season, so we're a little bit away from that, but it is attainable. If you like live play-by-plays, well, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, well, I drop them almost every day. And if you like open panels where the chat can come up and talk baseball, well, I host those too. So if these things appeal to you, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. If you are watching on the television and you're interested in subscribing, there is a QR code in your upper left-hand corner. All you have to do is take your cell phone out, put it in camera mode, and wave it in front of the QR code. It will take you straight to my YouTube page. All you have to do is hit subscribe, and you will become a member of Yankees The Ugly Truth. And Arrighetti sets. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Lombard is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Arrighetti sets and fires, and that fastball paints the outside corner. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way. This is slapped to right field, and that is going to drop in front of Lucas for a base hit. So that was an inside-out swing to take the ball to the opposite field. So that is a leadoff single for Lombard, his first hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. He does not have an official at-bat. He walked in his first plate appearance, stole a base, and then scored on Spencer Jones's 2-run homer. All right, Captain Clutch, let's see what you got, brother. Time to do a little bit of bingo, bango, bongo. And the first pitch is on the way. The changeup is way off the plate. Count is 1-0. So that bounced away far enough from Kirk for Lombard to advance to second. So Grisham has a 2-0 count. All right, Trent. Productive at bat, brother. And Arrighetti checks on the runner at second, sets and fires. That curveball is way up high. Count is 3-0. Arrighetti sets, fires, and that fastball is down low for ball 4. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with Spencer Jones coming up to bat. Jones is 1 for 1 on the day with a 2-run homer in his first plate appearance. And Arrighetti sets, pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike 1, right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is chopped to the infield. And Valenzuela is going to scoop it up and flip it to Arrighetti for the first out. So that was a swinging bunt that advanced the runners to second and third. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. He flew out in his first plate appearance. And it looks like the Blue Jays are bringing the infielders in. And Arrighetti sets. First pitch is on the way. The curveball is inside low. Count is 1-0. And Arrighetti sets. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in the dirt. Count is 2-0. And Arrighetti sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a curb or sweeper inside. Count is now 3-0 on Cabby. And Arrighetti sets and fires, and that curveball just catches the inside corner. For call, strike 1, count is 3-1. And Arrighetti sets, fires, and Cabby lines this one into center field. And that is deep. Bateman is going to make it. Jones is going to tag. Lombard is going to score on the sacrifice fly. Grisham is going to advance to third base. So the score is now 3-0 Yankees. And it looks like Little is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Coming up to bat is Ali Sanchez, 0 for 1 on the night, struck out in his first plate appearance. Infield is now going to back up. And Arrighetti sets, pitch is on the way, and Sanchez swings and misses at the sinker. Count is 0-1. And Arrighetti sets. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is foul down the right field line. Count is 0-2. Duck on the pond, baby. Duck on the pond. Let Grisham come quacking all the way in and put another crooked number up in this inning. Arrighetti sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is way up high. Count is 1-2. And Arrighetti sets. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Arrighetti sets, fires, and Sanchez chases the ball off the plate for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. But not before the Yankees score their third run of the game on a Jose Caballero sac fly. So the score is 3-0 Yankees. For those of you that are out there, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 25 votes. So thank you for those who've participated. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 24 likes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30, so we're 6 away from that. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family and you like live play-by-plays, well, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, well, I drop them almost every day. And if you like open panels where the chat members can come up and talk baseball, well, I host those too. So if these things appeal to you, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. And in our Major League scoreboard, earlier today, the Brewers beat the Braves 2-1. In the bottom of the sixth, the Cardinals have a 4-3 lead on the Phillies. As we head to the top of the fifth, Yankees lead the Blue Jays 3-0. In the bottom of the fifth, there is no score in the Nationals and Marlins game. In the top of the fourth, the Red Sox have taken a 5-4 lead on the Giants. In the bottom of the fifth, the Rays have a 3-2 lead on the Orioles. In the top of the third, Mets have a 1-0 lead on the White Sox. In the bottom of the third, there is no score in the Tigers versus the Royals. In the bottom of the top of the second, there is no score in the A's versus the Astros. And in the bottom of the first, there is no score in the Angels-Rangers game. Next game time start is going to be 8:40 with the Guardians facing off against the Rockies. And coming up to bat is Bateman. And Schlittler sets. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is line down the left field line. Ramos has to play it off the wall. It gets past him, and that is going to be a leadoff double for Bateman. Coming up to bat is Nathan Lukes. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a ground into a double play and a fly out. And Schlittler sets and fires, and the cutter is way up high. Count is 1-0. Looks like Fernando Cruz is getting loose in the bullpen. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied to the infield, foul territory, and Lombard drops a goddamn ball. So that is a foul ball. Count is 1-1. So that is George Lombard's second error as a Yankee. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field. Jones is tracking it. That is shallow right field. He makes the play. So Bateman is not able to advance. 1 out. Alejandro Kirk is coming up to bat, 0 for 2 on the night. And Schlittler sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. That was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. Schlittler sets and fires. That four-seamer is up high. Count is 1-1. Schlittler is at 80 pitches. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is going to drop in there for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is slap past Jazz Chisholm into right field. Bateman is rounding third, heading home. The throw is not in time. So That is going to be a RBI single by Alejandro Kirk. So the Blue Jays are on the board. Score is 3-1 Yanks. And coming up to bat is Jesus Sanchez, 1 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a single. And Schlittler sets. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way. This is chopped up the middle. Jazz flips to Lombard. Lombard sets and fires to first. So that is going to be a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning, but not before the Blue Jays get on the board with a RBI single by Alejandro Kirk. As we head to the bottom of the fifth, the score is 3-1 Yankees. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Heliot Ramos. 1, 2, 3, and that's what we're going to see. So, guys and gals out there in internet land, how are we feeling about tonight's baseball game? And we're going to go to the active scoreboard. In the bottom of the sixth, the Phillies have recaptured the lead the Cardinals 5-4. As you know, in the bottom of the fifth, the Yankees have a 3-1 lead on the Blue Jays. In the top of the sixth, the Nationals have taken a 1-0 lead on the Marlins. In the bottom of the fourth, the Red Sox have a 5-4 lead on the Giants. In the top of the sixth, the Orioles have recaptured the lead on the Rays. They lead 5-3. In the top of the third, the Mets have a 1-0 lead on the White Sox. Top of the third, there is no score in the Tigers-Royals game or the Athletics and Astros game or the Angels and the Rangers. And that is your active scoreboard at this time. All right, guys and gals, let me know what you're thinking. Very good. He sets and fires, and the first pitch is fouled off by Goldie. Count is 0-1. Arrighetti is at 55 pitches. He's not completely stretched out, so I'm not thinking you're probably going to see him much longer. Hey, Robert. Hey, Corky, excuse me. Pitch from Arrighetti is on the way, and that sinker is inside. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Hey, Ace. Welcome, brother. How you doing? And Arrighetti sets and fires. That pitch is chop foul down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Arrighetti sets and fires, and that fastball is up high. Count is evened at deuce, deuce. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off the home plate umpire. Count remains 2-2. And Arrighetti sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into right field. That is going to drop in front of Lucas. So that's going to be a leadoff single for Paul Goldschmidt, first hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. I never pitched before. And here comes Snyder.
Hit the road, Jack.
Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time.
Hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back no more. And it looks like Brendan Little is coming in to replace Arrighetti. Little is a left-handed pitcher. So what did you throw, Robert? And were you a right or a left-handed pitcher? And Little sets. First pitch is on the way, and the slider paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low. Count is 1-1. And Little sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. It came in at 95 miles an hour. Count is 2-1. And Little sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings at the sinker that is out of the strike zone. Count is 2-2. Add little sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is up high. That one came in at 96 miles an hour. Count is full, 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Jazz skies this one to center field. Bateman is tracking it, and he makes the play for the first out. Goldschmidt was on the way and is retreating back to first base. So coming up to bat is Heliot Ramos, 0 for 2 on the night. And his strength as a hitter is against left-handed pitchers. Ramos has flied out and hit into a fielder's choice. Pitch is on the way, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and Ramos swings at the curveball in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Add little sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sinker is down low. Count is 2-1 on Ramos. And little sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is slapped into right field. Goldschmidt is only going to advance to second, so the Yankees have runners at first and second with one out. Coming up to bat is Big Ben Rice, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. And little sets. First pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls this one down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Little checks on the runners, sets and fires. That curveball is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And little sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice swings and misses at the slider just down low. Count is deuce, deuce. What color is your goose? Little sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed by Rice for strike three. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is George Lombard Jr. 1 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a run scored. And they have a meeting of the minds on the mound. Pitching coach is out there. Home plate umpire is going to break it up. And little sets. Pitch is on the way, and it catches the top of the strike zone with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. And little sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is in the dirt. Bounces away from Kirk, but not far enough for the runners to advance. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Curveball was down low. Count is 1-2. I'd anticipate looking for another curveball. Looks like Woods Richardson is warming up in the Jays bullpen. And the pitch is on the way. The fastball is up and in. Count is 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that curveball bounces in the dirt. Count is full. 3-2. I'm betting he throws a curveball. And little sets. Pitch is on the way, and Lombard swings and misses at the curveball for strike three, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the fifth. And that'll do it for the Yankees. 2 more runners left on base. Coming up to bat for the Jays in the top of the 6th is going to be Ernie Clement, Katsumura Okamoto, and Brendan Valenzuela. And reporting from Jonathan, Brian Hawk, Cody Bellinger night at AAA Scranton is complete. He was 0 for 3 and left 6 innings in the field. He could be activated for Sunday's game versus the Blue Jays. In his first appearance last night, he went 1 for 3, singled in his first plate appearance. So thank you for that news. Well, I could never play shortstop. I was left-handed. So I pitched, I played first base, and I played center field. But when I went to college, I was a pitcher. So and this is one of my beefs with regard to the Yankees. They let these teams hang around too long, and it comes to bite us in the butt in the late innings. And there's already been a pitch. Count is 1-0. Slitler sets and fires. That pitch paints the outside corner. Sinker at 97 miles an hour. Count is 1-0. And Slitler sets and fires. That pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way. And that is swung on and missed for strike 3. That's Slitler's 3rd strikeout of the night. So he has 3 strikeouts and 4 walks. Coming up to bat is Okamoto, 1 for 2 on the night. And coming up to bat is Katsuma Okamoto, 1 for 2 on the night with a single. First pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field. Spencer Jones is drifting back, and he makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Slitler is at 92 pitches. Well, Robert, that's not necessarily a true statement either. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1 on a Valenzuela. Valenzuela is 0-2, or 0-1. Valenzuela is 0 for 2 on the night. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets, pitches on the way, and that curveball is called ball one. And that pitch is being challenged. And it is confirmed that it was a ball. And they missed by 0.4 of a pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike three. That is Cam's fourth strikeout of the night. Well, that was delayed. Well, generally, as a left-hander, you could play any outfield position, but middle infielder, you'd never play it, never be asked about it. And in little league, I played some third base. And it looks like Braden Fisher is coming in to replace Brendan Little. So I believe that makes them out of left-handed bullpen arms. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 28 votes. For me, looks like Brett Hedrick is warming up in the bullpen, so it looks like that's going to do it for Cam tonight. And Fisher sets. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Grisham hammers this one foul into the foul right field stands. Count is 0-2. Grisham has 2 walks and a stolen base on the evening. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Fisher sets, fires, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is 2-2 on Grishbaum. And Fisher sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a slider down in the dirt. Bounces away from Kurt. Count is now full, 3-2. And Fisher sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a check swing foul down the third base line. Count remains 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham drives this one to center field. But Bateman is waiting on it, and he makes the play in deep center field for the first out. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones, 1 for 2 on the night with a 2-run homer. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. And Fisher sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that's going to be good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Spencer Jones. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 0 for 1 on the night with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Cabby. And Fisher sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in the dirt. Count is 2-0. And Fisher sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is way up high. Count is 3-1 on Cabby. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is full, 3-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high. And this pitch is being challenged by Kirk. And the call is overturned, so that's going to be strike 3 on Caballero. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 6th, heading into the top of the 7th. McAdoo, Straw, and Bateman are coming up to bat. Looks like Brett Hedrick is coming in to replace Cam Schlittler. So for those of you that are here, we have 28 votes in our active poll. So if you haven't, please hit the like button or please let your voice be heard and your vote be counted and drop your vote in our poll. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes, and we're actually at 33, so we've met our goal for tonight. Here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, I have 873 subscribers, too short of my next milestone of 875. So if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. If you like live play-by-plays, well, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, well, I drop them every day. And if you like open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, I host those too. My last open panel was on Monday. So please consider subscribing. And in our active scoreboard tonight, the Cardinals have tied the Phillies up in the top of the eighth. The score is 5-5. As you know, heading to the top of the seventh, Yankees lead the Blue Jays 3-1. In the bottom of the seventh, Nationals have a 1-0 lead on the Marlins. In the bottom of the sixth, the Red Sox have extended their lead to 6-4 over the Giants. In the top of the eighth, the Orioles maintain a 5-3 lead on the Rays. In the top of the fifth, the Mets now have a 4-0 lead on the White Sox. In the bottom of the fourth, there is a 1-0 lead for the Royals over the Tigers. There is no score in the Athletics-Astros game or the Angels and Rangers game. In the top of the third, the Guardians and Rockies are locked up at ones, and that is your active scoreboard at this time. And Hedrick sets and fires. The four-seamer paints the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is out of the way, and that fastball paints the inside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And Hedrick sets, fires, and that fastball is inside. Count is 1-2 on McAdoo. And Hedrick sets, fires. That pitch is a splitter, swung on and missed for strike three. And that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Miles Straw. And the first pitch to Straw is a fastball that paints the top inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Hedrick sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bunted plop fly to Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt fills the pop-up in foul territory, and that is the second out of the inning. So 6 pitches, 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Bateman, 2 for 3 on the night with a double and a run scored. Hedrick sets and fires. That fastball is inside to Bateman. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider catches the inside corner. Count is 1-2. Hedrick sets, fires, and that pitch is in the dirt. Count is 2-2. Hedrick sets and fires. That ball is slap foul down the right field line. Count is going to remain 2-2. Hedrick sets and fires. This ball is driven into right center field, and Jones is going to make a sliding. No, he dropped the ball. Bateman is rounding second, heading to third. So that is going to be a triple for Bateman. He had the ball for a long time and didn't look like he had full command of it. That was a great effort by Jones. So it looks like George Springer's coming into pinch hit for Nathan Lucas. So Bateman has had a single, double, and a triple tonight. So he is a home run short of the cycle. First pitch is on the way, and the splitter catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Springer's hitting .235 on the season, 12 home runs, 40 RBIs, and a .703 OPS. Hedrick sets and fires, and that ball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Hedrick sets, pitch is on the way, and the pitch is just foul to keep Springer alive. Count remains 0-2. And Hedrick sets, pitch is on the way, and the splitter is way off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Hedrick sets, fires, and the pitch is in the dirt, gets away from Sanchez, but Bateman is going to stay put at third base. Next pitch is on the way, and that is foul straight back. Count remains 2-2 on Springer. And Hedrick sets and fires. That pitch is swung on a miss for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the end of the seventh. And United States Air Force in the house, Master Sergeant Irina is in the Air Force. So thank you, Master Sergeant. Appreciate your support for our country. He participated in Operation Iraqi Freedom. So thank you for your service, sir. Most appreciated. And thank you for the veterans out there. That's funny, Ralph. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the seventh is going to be Ali Sanchez, Paul Goldschmidt, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. I want to thank everybody who has taken time out of their busy Friday evening to support the stream and myself listening to a little bit of baseball. Your support is always appreciated. So, if the game was to end right now, who would be your MVP of the game? Yes, sir, Robert. And it looks like former Diamondback closer Paul Sewald is coming in to replace Braden Fisher. You know, I've been in Dodger Stadium, Ralph. I've caught quite a few games there, actually. I hate those damn speakers. They're like the damn Death Star. Loud as hell, blowing your eardrums out. So James says Cam is our hero of the day, or MVP of the day. And it looks like Austin Wells is coming in to pinch hit for Ali Sanchez. You're welcome, Robert. I think that I would give consideration to Spencer Jones also. And Sewald sets. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper's down low. Count is 1-0. Davis Snyder is going to take over in left field to replace George Springer. And Sewald sets, pitch is on the way, and that cutter is off the plate. Count is 2-1. This is Wells' first plate appearance tonight. Ali Sanchez started the night out. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is skied to left field. Davis Schneider is tracking it and makes the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 3 on the night with a single. Seawall sets and fires, and that sweeper is swung on and missed by Goldie. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Goldschmidt swings and misses at the fastball. Count is 0-2. That fastball came in at 91 miles an hour. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper's down low. Count is 1-2. Seawall sets and fires, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Seawald sets and fires, and Goldschmidt swings and misses at the fastball for call, strike 3. And that is the first out in the bottom of the 7th. Or the second out in the bottom of the 7th. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr., 0 for 2 on the night with 2 flyouts. First pitch to Chisholm is a sweeper down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive right at McAdoo. And that's going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 7th. Coming up in the top of the 8th is going to be Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 1 on the day with a single and 2 base on balls and an RBI. Jesus Sanchez. And it looks like Paul Blackburn is coming in to relieve Brett Hedrick. And Ernie Clement. So that's going to be 4, 5, and 6 in the Blue Jay lineup. I'm curious what's going to happen to the Dodgers with the financial turmoil that they're going through. And let's take a look at our scoreboard for tonight. In the bottom of the 9th, the Cardinals and the Phillies are still tied up at 5. In the top of the 8th, the Yankees have a 3-1 lead on the Blue Jays. In the bottom of the 8th, the Marlins have evened the game up, and they are tied 1-1 with the Nationals. In the bottom of the 7th, the Red Sox still maintain a 6-4 lead on the Giants. In the bottom of the 6th, the Mets now have a 4-0 lead on the White Sox. In the top of the 5th, the Royals lead the Tigers 2-0. Bottom of the 5th, the Astros lead the Athletics 1-0. There is no score in the top of the 5th in the Angels and the Rangers. In the bottom of the 4th, the Guardians and Rockies are tied up at 1 apiece. And Blackburn sets. First pitch is on the way. And it is a sinker in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the Orioles have beaten the Rays 5-3. So now we're 3.5 games behind the Rays. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-1. And Blackburn sets, fires and the sinker is off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Kirk. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 2-2. And Blackbird sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. They say it's tipped in the glove. I think that's bullshit. Coming up to bat is Sanchez, 1 for 3 on the night. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is line to left field. Ramos is tracking it, and it is going to go off his glove, ricochet off the wall, and that is going to be a stand-up double. So that is Sanchez's second base hit of the night. And Blackburn sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is a changeup that catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 1-1. Blackburn checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied right field. Spencer Jones is tracking it, makes the play. He fires all the way into Lombard at shortstop to hold Sanchez at second. So that is 2 down. Coming up to bat is Katsuma Okamoto. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Outside, count is 1-0. Blackbird sets. Eddie fires, and the cutter is fouled off. Count is 1-1. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup bounces in the dirt. Count is 2-1. Just think, next year's outfield with Judge, Jones, and Bellinger, it's red all the way across the board for running. And Blackburn sets, checks on the runner once again. Pitch is on the way, and that cutter is up high. Count is now 3-1. Blackburn sets and fires. The cutter is swung on and missed. Count is now full, 3-2. And Blackburn sets, pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count remains 3-2. And Blackburn sets, pitch is on the way, and this is line to left field. Ramos is backing up, and he is going to make a nice run and catch to record the third out of the inning. So that is another scoreless inning for Blackburn. So as we head to the bottom of the eighth, Elliot Ramos, Ben Rice, and George Lombard Jr. coming up to bat. So those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 30 votes. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we have met our goal of 30 likes. We're currently at 33. However, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Hey, AD, welcome to the stream. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. And for those of you that are not members of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, we are at 873 subscribers, 2 short of our next milestone of 875. So if you like live play-by-plays, well, I call them every day. If you like shorts, I drop them every day. That is short videos and maybe sometimes my shorts themselves. And if you like open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, I host those too. My last open panel was on Monday. So if you like any of those things, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. If you're watching on TV and you want to subscribe, there is a QR code in the upper left-hand corner. All you have to do is take your cell phone out, put it in camera mode, flash it in front of the QR code, and guess what? It'll take you straight to my YouTube page. All you have to do is hit the like button or subscribe button, and you're a member. And the first pitch, that looks like Luis Garcia Jr. is coming in to replace Elliot Ramos. And thank you, AD. Appreciate the gifted memberships. So those of you that receive memberships, please thank AD. And the next pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Woods Richardson has come in to relieve Paul Sewald. Next pitch is on the way, and the pitch is foul down the first base line. And it looks like David Bednar is warming up in our bullpen to try to lock this one down. And the pitch is on the way, and Garcia swings and misses at the splitter down low. Strike three, and that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls. And Woods Richardson sets and fires. The curveball is up high to Rice. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Woods Richardson sets, fires, and the splitter is down low. Count is 3-0 on Rice. And Woods Richardson sets, fires, and that fastball is up high. So that's going to be ball four, a 4-pitch walk to Ben Rice. Coming up to bat is George Lombard Jr. 1 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts and a run scored. And the first pitch is on the way, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone with a 4-seamer. Count is 0-1. And there's a pickoff attempt at first base. Rice is back in safely. First disengagement. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is down low. Count is 2-1. And Richardson sets, pitch is on the way, and that fastball is fouled off. Count is 2-2. Richardson sets and fires, and that pitch bounces away from Kirk, so that's going to be a pass ball. Rice is going to advance to second base, so the Yankees have a runner at second with 1 out. That is definitely going to be a pass ball. So the count is now 3-2 on Lombard. And Lombard calls timeout at the last minute. And the pitch is on the way, and that is hammered foul down the third base line. Count remains 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is swung on and missed. So Lombard is down on strikes, and he now has a hat trick with 3 strikeouts on the night. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 0 for 1 on the night with 2 base on balls, stolen base, and a run scored. All right, Captain Clutch. Show him how we do it, baby. Show him how we do it. Plate the run. First pitch is on the way, and that is going to be a splitter off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the outside of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. All right, Trent. Time to get nasty, baby. Grisham is taking timeout. Get to the box. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is a splitter down low. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th. So Woods Richardson is going to strike out 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Yankees leave a runner stranded at second. So David Bednar will be coming into this game to try to close this one down. And it looks like Spencer Jones is switching from left to right. Max Schumann is going to come in and replace Garcia. So Schumann's going to be in right field. David Bednar is coming in to replace Paul Blackburn. Coming up for the Blue Jays is going to be Valenzuela, McAdoo, and Straw. 7, 8, and 9 in their lineup. So if Bednar can lock this one down, that'll move us to within 3 of the Tampa Bay Rays. Valenzuela steps up to the plate. He is 0 for 3 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed for strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and that splitter is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way. The curveball is popped straight up, and that one is going to make it into the stands. Count is 1-2. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and the 4-seamer is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Bednar sets and fires, and the splitter is down low. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is lined into left field. Jones is going to play it. It's going to be a ground rule double. So the Blue Jays have a runner at second with nobody out. Coming up to bat is McAdoo, 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And the pitch is on the way, and this is skied to left field. Jones is coming in, and he is going to make the play for the first out in shallow left field. So that is one down. Miles Straw is coming up to bat. 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls. And Bednar sets. First pitch is on the way, and that splitter is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and that ball is fouled off. Count is 0-2. All right, John, thank you for the news. Pitch is on the way, and that is chop foul. Count remains 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is bounced in front of the plate. Good scoop by Wells. And Michael Toglio was just removed from the Diamondbacks versus the Reds game after making a diving play in left center field. It appears he suffered a shoulder injury. Count is 1-2 on Straw. And the pitch is on the way. And that ball is grounded to Caballero. He sets and fires to Goldie for the second out of the inning. Great play by Caballero. And that is going to hold the runner at second. Coming up to bat is Bateman. 3 for 4 on the night with a single, double, and a triple. First pitch is on the way, and the splitter is down low. Count is 1-0. John, don't forget to hit the like button, brother. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be a splitter in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1 on Bateman. Next pitch is on the way, and that paints the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. The Yankees are a strike away from locking this one down. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is the ball game. Yankees are going to win 3-1. So the Yankees have now won 5 in a row. They are 3 games behind the Rays for the AL East lead. The numbers for this evening are going to be Yankees had 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. Blue Jays had 1 run on 9 hits and no errors. Cam Sloter is going to advance his record to 11-6. Spencer Arrighetti's record is going to fall to 7-6. And David Bednar is going to secure his 30th save of the season. And I'm going to end our active poll. Tonight we had 31 votes in our poll. The Yankees' nemesis, the Blue Jays, are in town. Will Cam be able to shut them down in the opener? 77% of you said yes, without a doubt. 16% said not sure but hopeful. And 7% said no, the Jays have Cam's number. So congratulations to the 77% that got it right. Thank you for participating in our active poll. I will be back tomorrow at 1:30 to call Game 2 of the Blue Jays versus the Yankees in the Bronx. So until then, I'm going to end in my traditional fashion with Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great rest of your Friday evening.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.